Noob versus Pro. Dunking. Noob. There's 3 things the noob likes to do when dunking. Windmills, cheesy dunks, or very, very fast dunks. Windmills are really cheesy because they're the easiest thing to do in the game. It doesn't require any skill at all, and it's really hard to block, so that's why people call it cheesy. Cheesy dunks are where you look away from the basket and you quickly dunk it into the hoop, which is really cheesy again, since technically most of the time it is a travel, since you're walking away and then running and jumping back in. So technically it is a travel, but people don't call it for some reason. Pro. The pro likes to throw down realistic dunks, such as two-handed dunks or tomahawk dunks. The reason they do these is because they work the best for them. The pro won't dunk the ball when they think they're going to get blocked, so when they don't think they're going to get blocked, they will throw down a realistic, clean dunk. This looks really good in any first-person videos or even third-person videos. And of course, if they are wide open and they want to add a little bit of flash, they will probably just throw off the backboard and dunk the ball straight in. Nothing special at all. Keep everything clean and nice. Layups. Noob. Simply, the noob can't do layups. The most they can do is where they jump. They may as well dunk it, but they just throw it on the square of the backboard, so it doesn't really count as a layup since it's kind of like a shot. But that's the only one they can do right now because they're necessarily new to the game and are not really familiar with the physics or the controls yet. Pro. Now the pro knows so many ways how to lay up. They know so many varieties, such as jelly layups, finger rolls, even just throwing it straight up into the sky and it goes right in. Even flashy stuff like reverse layups work really well because the pro knows exactly what they're doing with their layups. They know exactly how to angle this so they can't get blocked, and whatever angle they are jumping, they'll use a certain layup to make it in. 3-point shots. Noob. The noob when doing 3-point shots is really an insufficient way of doing 3-point shots, and that is fadeaways. The reason they do fadeaways is because they may have been blocked a lot in the game, so their only way of you not hitting the ball is to fade away. Now, as you can tell, this is a really hard move to do. Not even real life NBA players like to fade away the ball outside of the 3-point line, but for some reason noobs like to just do it and hope it goes in. Pro. The pro does not shoot a 3-point shot unless he is open. The pro knows his range between players, so he knows how far players can actually jump and how long it takes for him to get his shot off before they can jump and reach him. So the pro will dribble as much as he wants until he can see a wide open place. Even if it's just a centimeter, he will jump and shoot the ball because he is confident that you will not hit it. Shot form. Noob. The noob will either throw it like an American football, push the ball at the basket, or throw it over their head. Pro. Now the pro will actually shoot like it's real life. In real life, they will have their actual stance, keep the wrist locked, and they will even have a guide hand when they're shooting, even though it's not touching the ball because it will kind of glitch the ball out, and they will shoot in between their first and middle finger. Dribbling. Noob. The only moves that noobs use to dribble are crossovers, and that's it. But the thing is, with the crossovers, they will go nowhere. What they will do, they will walk up and back, side to side, and just keep crossovering the ball. Not to try break your ankles, because that's the only thing they can actually do. Or sometimes they will go behind the back to kind of make it, I guess, flashy. But that's the only thing they do. They won't pretend to go between their legs in real life, or they won't actually try to do a crossover that will take your ankles at all. Pro. Now the pro has an arsenal of dribble moves. They will use behind the backs, crossovers, between the legs, spin moves. They know everything and they know how to use it. They know how to use stop dribbles, they know how to use pound dribbles, they know how to actually pick up their dribble, and if they want to do a crossover, they know how to crossover and get open. What the pro will do, the pro will actually, if they want to go between the legs, they will go between the legs in real life. And the reason they do this is because if you play as realistic as possible, it will work in game. Post game. Noob. Now the noob's post game is really similar to dribbling. What they will do is work in the paint, and what they will do is just walk up and down and try spam hezzies. Same thing with the crossovers, but just walking up and down in the paint. They don't care about the 3-second violation. They will keep going up and down, spamming hezzies, and just hope you move or hope you jump, because their goal is just to dunk the ball or to catch you by surprise and try dunk on you. This causes the game to go on forever because sometimes they are in the post for up to 10 to 30 seconds. It does get annoying, but they will realize that it's not that efficient to do. Pro. Now the pro knows how to use their post work. Of course, they drill it all the time. They actually use the 3-second violation sometimes. Of course, there's no shot clock to actually do that, but they will do it in their mind. They will actually spin off you to dunk the ball, or if they want, they will throw some hook shots in or even fade away the ball. They know how to post you up, how how to get you moving different ways, and use their triple threats to their advantage. Rebounding in a team, Noob. Now the only thing the Noob does when rebounding in a team, what they will do is jump, grab the ball, and dribble outside the 3-point line. Now you may be thinking, of course they have to do that to continue with the game, but there is another way of doing that. But the thing is, with the Noob, what they do is just jump, grab the ball, and dribble all the way past the 3-point line, and then continue with the game. Pro. Now the pro, instead of running out 3-point line, what the pro will do is jump, grab, stop, and pass the ball. Now passing the ball is the most important thing in this game. I still know some pros that don't do it, but I know a lot of pros that will jump, stop, and pass the ball. The reason you do this is because if you grab the ball and your friend is wide open at the 3 and you pass it to them, that's an easy 2 points. Hezzies, Noob. Noobs don't know how to hezzy at all. It's really simple as that. All their hezzies are is lifting the ball just a little bit up and looking at the rim. But the thing is, they overdo it. They will spam hesitation dribbles, which is a really bad thing to do, because if you spam them, it's not going to take your opponent off guard, and that's what the Noob does all the time. Sometimes their hezzy can even look like a little bit of a travel as well, since they lift the ball up a little too high, but honestly it is just going up and down and looking at the rim. Pro. Now the pros hezzies are really realistic. What they will do, they will make it look like they're actually going to shoot a jump shot, and just before they get their arm up to look like it's going to be a double dribble, they will drop the ball and dribble right past you after you've just jumped for their hesitation. But yeah, this was really simple as pros know how to hezzy. Fadeaways, Noob. Again, noobs don't really know how to fade away. The only fadeaways they have in their bag is 3-point shot fadeaways, so sometimes they either accidentally do fadeaways or they're so used to jumping back that even in mid-range shots, they'll jump back and shoot a fadeaway. Pro. Now the pro, of course, knows how to do fadeaways. They've drilled these all the time. They will post you up, even get into triple threat, bump you before doing their fadeaways as well, or even doing some little pumps before they jump and fade away. Most pros have certain angles where they're good at fadeaways, such as me. My best angle is at the free throw line, where it's just completely automatic. Anywhere I jump from the free throw line, as long as it's backwards, I will make it in. Training, Noob. The only sort of training noobs have are just playing around with their friends or just shooting while talking to someone. Now you may be thinking this could be a decent way of training, which I will admit it is an okay way of training, because you are having fun with your friends, but also you are shooting and trying to get your shot down. But it is, of course, not the best. You are distracted by a friend, you are moving in different places, you can't really focus on your jump shot or whatever you're doing. Pros actually do drills, especially with these new cones. You can check my recent video on that. They know exactly what drills will benefit them, so they will go through passing drills, shooting drills, finishing drills, all stuff like this on their own or even with a teammate, but they will practice and focus on whatever they're training on. And if they fail at one thing, let's just say they fail at a layup, they won't stop until they can get that layup at least a few times in a row, so they know they've got it for a long time. Flashy moves, Noob. The only flashy moves for Noob, I will say, are dunk contest moves. Now you may be thinking, of course, that is really flashy, but they will use it in unrealistic ways. For example, they will dunk on someone and do a 360 dunk. You may be thinking that's impressive, but honestly, it's not at all. Pro. The pro doesn't only stick to dunks though when doing their flashy moves. They will also do layups, such as reverse layups, jelly layups, or even throwing it right into the sky and letting it go in. But the pro likes to have their flashy moves more calm and orientated. So they won't do some really hard dunks or some windmills or 360 layups. Thanks for watching today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Remember, my goal for the end of the year will be 5,000 subscribers, so let's try to get to that. Make sure you like and subscribe. All my socials will be in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.